Hello YouTube, Jeremy Martin 72 here, and I'm making this video from a classic Asus Nexus 7 2013 model, and I'm speaking to you through the original microphone on it, and we'll be using the original camera on it, and I'll be doing a walkthrough on that camera. And to start right off, let's do the universal gesture to quick open the camera for Google and Android devices. Put your finger on the power button and double click twice fast. Oh, darn it. There it is. All right. All right, at the very bottom in the middle is the shutter button. It looks like a white camera symbol. Hit it. And it makes an avatar in the bottom right hand corner. Click on that. These are all, of course, the avatar shows the latest picture you've taken. This is your carousel, your photo carousel here. And you have sharing options in the bottom. At the center is the pencil. That's your edit options. And in the bottom right hand corner is your delete trash can. In the top right hand corner is 3 dots. It opens up the tails, and it also has a help and feedback page. We'll click X and get out of that, and we're going to hit the back arrow at the top left hand corner. Alright, on the screen itself, if you see the little white circles that are popping up, you just tap on the screen and it will give priority on what you want to focus on, and for whatever else kind of special effects or anything that you have open at the time. We're going to hit the bottom right hand corner, 3 white dots. In the left of the tray that opened is a stopwatch. There's a 3-second interval and a 10-second interval. Let's try a 3-second interval. You set it at 3 and you hit the shutter button. And it'll count it down for you. And of course it always pops up an avatar in the bottom right hand corner. Let's open that tray up again. And if you accidentally start one, you can always stop it with the X on the bottom. Alright, let's shuffle that over to off. In the center is a grid. Deep nerd stuff here. If you need it, you need it. If not, it ain't no biggie. And to the right of it is it's camera switching from front camera to selfie camera. So and you can take videos and regular pictures of yourself with this device. And speaking of pictures, I'm using as the target of this walkthrough, the box for the sleeve for my Google Pixel book, which is a wonderful sleeve. I love rubbing up against it. It's so soft. Alright, general options. You're going to take your finger, put it on the left-hand side of the screen. You're going to drag over to the right. Alright, we're going to start off the bottom right-hand corner. The white gear icon is going to take us to general settings, and we're going to start with resolution and quality. Okay, and now this is all preference and experience of what you want, what you feel needs to be the setting for where you're at and what you're surrounded by and how much light you have. And me personally, in this situation, I like 4.3. 4:3 ratio at 5 megapixels. I also like 16:9 at 2 megapixels. Same with the front camera. You know, this is something that you got to play around with. Me personally, I keep it up at the highest quality level, HD 1080p. Same with the front camera. I'm gonna hit it at 720. And this will help tweak your panoramas. And of course it's just like all the other resolution. You got to play around with this and find out when's the best time to switch for what you're trying to do with it. I am no film student. I am no camera student. All right, save location. If you are a privacy nut, turn that off. All right, me personally, I don't mind it. Save location whenever you take a picture or a video. It is going to put a timestamp on it. It's going to put a location stamp on it. And that's what shows up in the photo carousel that we were at earlier. And you touch the buttons, the 3 white dots in the top right hand corner, and pull up the details. All that stuff is going to be in the details of the video or the picture that you take. And okay, advanced. Now, this is manual exposure. I don't really mess with this, but you turn it on if you want to mess around with it. Turn it on. Let's go back. And you go down to the 3 white dots in the bottom right-hand corner. Open up the tray. You got a new icon, a 4th new icon, all the way to the left. And it's got plus and minus on it. And this is another thing that you got to mess around. What kind of exposure you want on this. I really, this is just more deep nerd stuff that I'm just not really into. I mean, you might be into it. I'm not. So let's go and close that. I'm not even going to show you an example of it. I'll just go ahead and switch that off there. And of course, the help and feedback, which is the same page you get from the picture carousel. All right, that's enough with general settings. And now we're going to from the right, and we're going to open. Now, I do believe when this came out, I think this was the first model that came out with like the photosphere and the panorama. I may be wrong, but I'm not going to make I'm not going to do what it's saying. But you click on it and you just follow it. It'll give you all the instructions, and if you haven't done one before, just do what it tells you to. It's pretty cool, honestly. I like it. Same thing with the panorama here. Ooh, I'm sorry. Let's go back to Photosphere again. All right, so there's no user interface in there. Let's go down to panorama. Okay, see, panorama has a user interface that popped up in the bottom right-hand corner. Let's open that tray up. All right, so it gives you options here. Okay, so you can do a 360 degree, which is what the panorama is. 360 degree, and this one is horizontal. And I'm holding my camera downward. What they really want you to do is they want you to hold it up to your face like you're taking a selfie to do it. And this option, you could do 360 vertically, and it gets a little bit more creative in the choices. More stuff to play around with. Lens blur is something that Pixel phones are really popular about. You just push the button and it takes care of the lens blur for you. But this is, I might be wrong. I think this is the first time they introduced lens blur into Google Camera as well. So let's find out what the user interface has got here. Okay, so you can pop up grid and you can do a blurred selfie. Alright, so let's do a lens blur here. We'll go ahead and we'll hit the shutter button. And we pull up. And let's see what it looks like. Okay, processing image. It only has 2 gigabytes of RAM. Uh-oh. Come on. Hello? There we go. Come on, render that image. Render it. Render it. Yes, you can. Wow, that didn't turn out as well as I thought it would. All right, well, I'm going to hit the arrow and go back, and I'm going to drag from left to right again. I'm not going to mess with the lens blur again. Camera is default on there. We've messed around with, and by my target here is the box. Yeah, I've already gone over that too. Damn. All right, video, and always pull up the user interface. You got the deep nerd stuff, and you can switch cameras back and forth. And that looks like it's it. All right. My brothers and sisters, I've had a fun time going back memory lane, and I want y'all to be safe. There's all kinds of bad people out there that are fishing for anything they can get out of you. And Google on.